Hey y'all, this is the Rob Zone. I just spent all day playing that game, Guardians of the Galaxy. I started playing that game in February of this year, and let's get to it. Start off with the positives. The gameplay is actually a lot of fun, where you get to huddle up, work together. If you do like a puzzle, you choose you select that certain guardian like Drax, Rocket Raccoon, Gamora, things like that for a certain object you have to defuse or whatever. That's actually really cool, and I like how there's a balance between downtime and combat time. Too much of it gets boring. The story is actually well written. I mean, there's a lot of emotional moments in that game, which I won't get into here unless I bring up some spoilers. Spoiler warning if you haven't played it. If you haven't played it, go play it and come back to this video. For one example is, when Star-Lord had to shoot his mother because she was, possessed by the evil thing. I was thinking, if you don't shoot, I was like, the credits start rolling. I was thinking, what? But you have to do it in order to progress. That's actually a really cool touch. I like the soundtrack. Like what you're listening to right now. I mean, soundtrack is catchy, well selected for Star-Lord's, radio thing with 80s music and all that stuff. The boss fights are actually really well done. My favorite boss fight is the dragon boss fight. That dragon boss fight is really friggin' epic. And let's go with the mixed aspect. The mixed aspect is the final boss. Is that final boss fight at the end credits? Let me look it up real quick. Final boss. Magus. I was thinking, although a cool boss fight, an epic one, the problem is that it occurs at the end credits of the game. Don't you think? Can't you put that in the middle of the game to compensate? If it's a cool boss fight. It was introduced way too late, but by the time the game is over, thinking everyone just turn off the game and moved on. The negatives, okay? The pacing is all over the place. I mean, there are so many walking segments, I know it's trying to be cinematic, but cinematic does not translate into walking segments where you have to listen to a story you don't care about. Cinematic goes equivalent Legend of Dragoon. I mean, that game is cinematic because you're following through the story, through gameplay, characters, through the world and stuff. Legend of Dragoon, that's a separate video for another time. The second thing, what major flaw that almost cripples the game from being awesome to just being good, is the idea of it forces you to pick a certain choice, and if you don't, you're reverted right back to the checkpoint. I was thinking, what? No. If I want to pick a choice that I want, the game should follow through, not penalize me and pick the correct choice. That's like Mass Effect, where you make choices. Imagine a bad choice. If you make a bad choice, you have to go to the checkpoint and make the correct choice. Imagine the suffering. I mean, you have a choice between helping people or hurting people. If you hurt that person, you go to the checkpoint of where you were. That makes no sense. I mean, a game filled with choices should be dynamic, not penalize you for making the wrong choice. Another thing is the QuickTime events. Even though they are rare or few far between, I mean, what? Sorry about that. Even though the QuickTime events are few and far between, if you hit the wrong one, you have to go back to do it again. I mean, it's very annoying. Another thing is, the cutscenes sometimes go on forever. I was thinking, cut the fat a bit. I mean, I like Domino's Pizza. Imagine if I eat like 3 boxes of large pizzas, I would not feel good. That's the pacing of the game. I was thinking, cut the fat a little bit. Let's see, what other gripes do I have with the game? The gameplay introduces like bullet sponge enemies. I mean, I hate bullet sponge enemies if the combat is poorly designed. The combat in the game, I mean, like, I don't like the electric thing. How it takes forever to kill certain enemies. I was thinking, they're not boss fights. They're enemies that you see like cannon fodder. Thinking, overall, is this a good game? Yes, it is. It has a great story, good gameplay, although sometimes flawed, cool soundtrack, emotional moments throughout the whole game, great character development. I like how it pays respect to the source material of the comics and in the movies. But it's held back by terrible pacing, forced choice section. I mean, like, every time you make a wrong choice, you have to go back. QuickTime events, which are egregious as hell. Gameplay loops sometimes feels repetitive. And the fact that they introduced, like, a boss fight called Magnus, like, very late in the game, like, end credits. End credits should be, like, watching the end credits and let it unfold and stuff. Like, when the movie or show or game is over, that's it. When the credits is shown, that's it. I mean, take a look at Wild Things. It had, like, 1 billion, like, mid-credit scenes. I mean, like, if you're gonna have an end-credit scene, or, I mean, a post-credit scene, or a mid-credit scene, make sure the story is earned throughout. Make sure it's, like, a sequel that fans actually want. Final verdict of this game is, how should I call it? Like, a breath of fresh air. In the end, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share. I'm the Rob Zone, and have a good day. Thanks for watching.